Tonight's program of SNN was made possible by viewers like you. Thanks, I guess.
Oh my god! It's SNN time! I'm at a desk. I don't fucking care. We're gonna have a really good episode. I am drunk as fuck. I fucking shotgunned a whole ass thing of a buzz ball. What the fuck, the buzz ball? Why is it buzzy? Why are you away from me? Shut up. Alright, so this episode is gonna be mostly just a rant one because I can't think of anything else better to fucking stream. I've been in a fucking depressive like episode for like days, whatever. And I thought, wow, fuck it. You know what? I have a great idea. I need to know if I'm crazy or not. I have been fucking through the ringer of this emotional bullshit. And I'm gonna explain why. Hang on, this sounds really good. Shut up. Okay. I need context. God, I hate this one. I need for context. For context, I have not been in a real relationship in a decade, a whole ass 10 years, right? And I'm gonna explain why. I'm gonna explain. Well, how do I put this? Uh, 10 years ago, I had. Fuck, shut up. I hate this. This is my least favorite. It's so weird. And I'm fucking purring. Look at this. Look. This is so dumb. Okay. Okay, alright. No gameplay. This is it. This is just a drunk asshole who has access to a Twitch channel is doing. Alright, so 10 years ago, I was an adult. Shocker, right? I'm old as shit. So, let's go way back. Story time. Let's change it up. Let me get into the actual stage here. Okay. What are you doing? Go that way. Fucking God. All right. What is this song? A song I'm gonna. Ooh, no. Here, I'll play a better song. Okay. 10 years ago, I turned into an adult. I was dumb. I was naive. That's the most important part. I need you to understand. I was. Why does this character got thick ass? Right? I don't. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't get why I'm thick as fuck. Anyway, it's not the point. Shut up. A whole ass decade ago, I turned into an adult. That is the two. That's the big. That's like the one sentence I cannot stress about enough. I was dumb. Okay. So, 10 years ago, I was living in a place I liked a lot. I missed that place, and I was on Facebook, and I was like, wow, an old buddy of mine many years ago moved to a different country, and I was like, I'm gonna see if he's still around and shit, right? So I searched him on my old Facebook profile because I have two apparently, and I found him. I friended him. I was like, hey, it's been many a years since you and I were best friends, right? Let's see what's up. Let's get on the down low. I think that's what people say these days. So with that being said, we hit it up. We're really good. We found a third person. Our third person. We are a group of three, by the way. We hit him up. We were talking. All the good shit. This is where it gets okay. Yeah, this. Ooh. Oh, good song. Okay, so it was just him and I one night, right? And him and I were talking and a lot of good shit. Like, oh, remember this? Oh, remember this? Back in elementary school? Yada, yada, yada. Okay. Now, he told me, hey, I'm going to bring over my girlfriend to the Skype call, because that's how old it is. Do you mind? I was like, no, why not? Fuck it. Who cares, man? I'm good. I work at UPS. I have nothing to live for, right? So, whatever. Which is very true, by the way. I don't miss UPS. UPS is a shithole. But I worked in the warehouse because my schedule is all fucky. So basically, my time schedule matched his, right? Because he was in a different country. I'm not gonna say which. Well, Australia. He was in Australia. I matched the time because that Australia is gonna be important later. So him and I were talking. The girlfriend shows up, and him and I were talking. Blah 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 blah. I don't remember if my camera was on. It doesn't matter. His camera was on and hers was on. So I saw her, right? And him and I were talking, and then she decided to hop in, start talking all that good shit. And I don't remember why she said, "Hey, I kind of like this guy." To me, she was talking about me. Like, you're dating someone, you fuck. All right, so that happened, and then I was like, "Whoa, hang on, you're whatever." God damn it. Okay, I can't do this. I can't point with 2 fingers, or I'll get this really cringy one. Hang on, good song. Okay, so her and I are talking. You know, like, "Oh, hey, how you doing? I'm Saber. You're whatever." He decides to leave for some reason. Like, "Hey, I gotta be right back." So it's just her and I, right? So I was kind of like, what did the kids say? Riz. I was rizzing her up, I guess. I was 18. I was such a piece of shit back then. Well, not back then, but I was a piece of shit 10 years ago. So, with that being said, her and I were talking, and, you know, she was chatting me up. I was chatting her up. For some weird reason, he was behind his laptop. You could see his shadow because he's not really sneaky about it. And we were like flirting and shit. Keep in mind, they were dating. I was just the third wheel. This is stupid. This is so stupid to me. So I was rizzing her up. She was enjoying it, blah, blah, blah. He got jealous. I kind of feel bad. I still feel bad. I apologize years later. So I got her, what was it called? Kick. Remember that Kick? Remember that one stupid fucking app? It was like KIK. It was, oh my god, it was so stupid. It was like so for the newer people, Kick was an app, god damn it, that was like Facebook Messenger. No, actually, it was like Discord, actually. It was Discord without the Discord part. It was just a straight messaging thing. And I had it because way back then, I can't remember why I had it, but her and I had it. We exchanged Kick and usernames, and then her and I were talking separately away from the boyfriend, which is fucking disgusting, by the way. I hate myself for this. I will never forgive myself for this one. So we were texting on Kick and all that, and she was explaining how big of a piece of shit he is. Keep in mind, though, this never happened. And I was like, wow, what a piece of shit. You should break up with him. I was a piece of shit back then. Now, after all that, right? It happened. I was on Skype with her now because we had each other on Skype. We were calling every day. Keep in mind, we're in multiple separate time zones. And then she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna break up with my boyfriend. Do you want to be on call?" The piece of shit of me was like, "Yeah, fuck it, why not? Hell yeah, dude. Let's see it in real time." Again, whatever all the shit he did never happened. And he has receipts to prove it. So, we're on call. She does the whole, like, "You're a piece of shit. How dare you do this to me?" Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah. Break up with that bitch. Again, I was a piece of shit. So that happened. She's single. I'm single. I was like, "Hey, let's do an LDR." Because I'm a fucking idiot. An LDR is a long distance relationship. Now, this is the downfall. This right here is just fucking plummets right here, right? Now, so with that being said, her and I are dating, which includes just messaging each other on Kick and Skype and all that, right? So I fell for this chick pretty hard. I was like, wow, she likes me for who I am. Oh my god. Oh, she's so perfect. Keep in mind, she broke up with someone to be with someone. Keep that in mind. I've been drinking alcohol, so you're much better than I am on this. It gets better. Now, I want some tea. Whatever. Okay. So I was head over heels with this chick. Keep in mind, we're both 18. She was really pretty. Like, fuck, dude. 10 years ago, she was pretty. I haven't seen her in many years, but I was like, wow, a pretty girl who likes me for who I am? That's weird. I'm gonna fall head over heels with this stupid bitch. But I didn't say stupid bitch. I was like, oh my god, she's so perfect. Oh my god. Oh. Keep in mind, I can't stress this enough. Keep in mind, I was 18 and stupid. Okay? I thought I met the love of my life at 18. Really? 18? Really? But I was like, wow, that's so good. Oh my god, I hit the jackpot with this chick, right? This song sucks. Hang on. I'm gonna pick a different song. Oh, we're gonna take a minor break, right? And after that, I'm gonna fucking chug some alcohol. Now, so with that being said, right? I was like, hey, we've been, dating for a long time, and we're like, hey, let's see who can go to whose country. Ha ha ha. And I was like, well, I work at UPS, so there's really no point of me trying to go to a different fucking country, right? Oh my god, I was so dumb for this. So excuse me, her and I, god damn it, were talking for a while. And we came to the conclusion that I would go to her country. I don't know why. I'll explain it later. Why I had to go to her fucking country, right? So I quit UPS. I found another job being an overnight stalker for a grocery store. I love that job. That was like one of my favorite jobs, right? So her and I talk more and more. 8 months later, hang on, 8 months after I said, hey, let's date. I think it was kind of an agreement. How'd I put it? It was like, check this shit out. So her and I were on Skype one day. I think it was like, this is so, okay. It was like a week or two after we dated. I confessed to her, dude. I confessed to her 2 weeks after we met. I was like, hey, I think I kind of love you. And she was like, oh, I kind of love you too. Fuck out of here. Oh, fucking dumb. God damn. So, her and I were talking. 8 months go by. I'm like, hey, I got my visa. I got my passport. I got all this money. I'm going to go to your country. And she's like, oh my god, no fucking way. Even though oh my god. There were multiple signs of her being a giant piece of shit. I had fucking rose-tinted glasses the whole time. I was like, wow, this is my first love, dude. How can she be so awful? Fun spoiler alert, she was. So, after that, right? She's like, hey, I'm living with my mom still, blah, blah, blah. I'm in between jobs or whatever. I was like, yeah, fuck it, man. I'll live with your mom and you. Anyway. So, it's a great song, by the way. So more time goes by, weeks go by. I'm saving all this money. I took all my money out, put it in a jar that said Australia with my wife or whatever I said. I can't remember what I put on that fucking stupid jar, right? So I closed my bank accounts. I closed everything. I give the car I was paying off back, right? I was set, dude. I was like, fuck everything. Fuck what my parents say. Fuck what everyone's warning me about. I'm gonna go live with a chick I met on fucking Skype 8 months ago. Let's take that in. Let us take a deep breath and process what I just fucking said. I met a girl 8 months ago, and I'm moving to fucking Australia for her. Isn't my love life awesome? Now, I was naive. I had no real sense of this will cause consequences in the future. All that shit, right? 8 months later, I pack everything up. Amazing love life, right? I know. Hang on now. It gets better, Water. It gets so much better. Oh my god. Okay, 8 months later go by. From when I met her to now, I'm like, I have everything. I have the visa. I have the passport. I have the money. Let me go. And she's like, okay, pick a date. I was like, April 27th. And she's like, okay. Now, what's really cool actually was one of my favorite things was I flew from I used to live in Oklahoma. So from Oklahoma, I flew to Dallas. God, stop hissing. I go from Oklahoma City to Dallas, Texas, all the way from Dallas, Texas, all the way from New Zealand, And then I go to Australia. 14 hours. No. I think it was like 18 hours. I stayed up the whole time. Like, oh my god, I'm 18. I moved to a different continent. I'm in the southern hemisphere. I'm in a different time zone. I was full of just like nerves and ambition and all that stupid shit, right? I was like, oh my god, and I'm in love? Oh my god. I'll spend the rest of my life in Australia. Keep in mind I didn't. Fun fact. Done with that. Now, I was naive. I can't stress. I keep repeating myself, but I need you to understand. I have no relationship life, you know. So high school sucked. I had some one fucking whore I dated. Other than that, I had no real relationship. I thought at 18 I met the love of my life. I was fucking shocked. I was like, really? I met her when I was that young? Biggest mistake of my life. So, I go all the way from New Zealand to Australia, right? And then we meet for the first time. Oh my god, it was so lovey-dovey. Oh my god, I was in the terminal, and then she was looking for me, and I had my suitcase, and like, I think I had my backpack on. And I see her. Oh my god, it's like something out of a fucking love movie, romantic movie. Oh, I dropped my suitcase, and I hug her so tight. And then everyone looked, apparently, according to her mom. And then everyone was like clapping, and I was like, oh my god, oh. I didn't hear any clapping. Anyway, so I go to her place for the first time. I'm jet lagged as all fuck because it was like a 16-hour flight, mind you. I was tired as fuck. I was exhausted. This song needs to change. I love the song, but this is not the time for it. Hang on. Let me take a breather. Oh god, I love telling this story. It's one of my favorite stories to tell because of how stupid it is. Okay, so hang on. Is this another good? Whatever. All right, so I go there for the first time. I'm nervous. People drive on the wrong side of the road. I was like, oh my god. Oh, why is the steering wheel in the passenger seat? Whatever. Like pure blown. Like I'm too American for this shit. Oh my god, it's Viking. Oh my god, it's Viking. How are you, buddy? I missed you. Okay. I'm explaining. I'm telling my love story. So you should sit down and watch this shit show because it's gonna get better. So I sit down in the car that's in the wrong way, in the wrong lane, on the wrong side of the street. It was really cool though. So we go to 7-Eleven because apparently 7-Eleven is in Australia. Whatever. So we go there. I'm sleeping. Her and I officially meet for the first time because I was drunk. Oh, not drunk. I'm drunk now. You've heard the story before? You wait a minute, buddy. I'm gonna go detailed. So for some reason, 7-Eleven's over there. We get a Slurpee. I'm jet lagged. I barely remember this. I'm going off my memory here. So we go there for the first time. I drop my suitcase. I pass the fuck out. Oh, don't worry. I'll tell you why. How do you know this story? Whatever. Anyway, so we meet for the first time officially. It was just her and I. We're like, oh my god, I can't believe you did it. Oh my god, I'm never gonna go anywhere, babe. Oh my god, I'm never gonna let you go. It's oh god, it's stupid as shit. Okay, and then like a couple weeks go by. We're like, oh my god, you're in Australia. That's so crazy. I'm like, yeah. I miss my country. I miss America. Can't remember who was in office back then. Trump. That's what it was. That's the time period of where it was. His first term. That's the time period I was in. So, where were the spiders? Dude, the fucking spiders are awesome. They're like this big. The daddy long legs are fucking cool. For some reason, they were scared of spiders. I was all for it, dude. I was the spider killer, but I was the one who carried the spider outside. I love the spiders. I love the fucking... Just the wildlife was fucking crazy there, dude. Anyway, okay. Hang on. Let's wind it back. You don't have that? Yeah, we do. But they're not as big. I love all spiders. Daddy long legs was fucking ginormous over there. but they're okay over here. They are very much everywhere. Now, they are very fucking like, whoo! That's why they're called daddy long legs. Anyway, okay. Where was I? Weeks go by. Damn it, Viking, now, hang on. Where was I? Weeks go by. Everything's great. Everything's like, oh my god, I'm an American. You're an American? I was like, fuck yeah, I am. Damn right, I'm an American. USA, bitch! And then we go to the store a couple times. They're like, oh, wow, I love your accent. Oh, your accent's so cool. I'm like, thanks. I was born with it. Anyway, so weeks go by. Everything's great. Everything's fucking fantastic. We like slept in the same bed in her room. The mom was really nice. I still love the mom. I miss her. That's the one thing I miss. The mom was in full support, right? The ex was not the most mentally stable, and neither was I. So we're like clashing. Not clashing. What's the opposite? Did I go back and date their mom? Her mom was cool, but she was like fucking 50 and a crackhead. I wouldn't say crackhead. She was a pothead. That's what she was, a giant pothead. Weed is very heavily influenced there. That's crazy. Anyway, they lived off food stamps. Plus I haven't spoken to her in like 7 years. Where was I? I'm an American in Australia. Get the marriage money? She's probably spent it on weed. Why would I even bother? Alright, so, okay. Her and I were dating very nicely. I mowed her lawn with, here's the funny thing. I mowed her whole lawn with a fucking weed whacker. That's how fucking dedicated I was. You know how fucking hard it is to weed whack a whole ass lawn? You would spend on alcohol? I already spent booze on alcohol anyway. You know how hard it is to mow with a fucking weed whacker, dude? Oh, such a good song. But I gotta skip it because I'll fucking start handbanging. Like, I was, what's the word? Simp. I was the biggest simp for her. I kissed the fucking ground she walked on. I put her feelings before mine, dude. That's how serious it was. I was head over heels, and she ate that shit up. She used it against me, but easier than a butter knife. Yeah, whatever. No. No. Yeah, I'm picking good songs. Stand by. Nope. Bop. Okay. So yeah, it was great. I ate Australian food. I had a kangaroo burger for the first time. They thought it was hilarious to give me blood sausage, which I'm pretty sure that's also a British thing. But blood sausage is fucking disgusting. Fight me. But kangaroo burgers, pristine. Keep in mind, I'm only telling you all the good shit about it, right? Like, kangaroo burgers, fucking hanging out in a different country, a different hemisphere, different time zone, right? All that good shit. And I was head over heels with her. Blood sausage, don't you mean black pudding? No. No, it was an actual sausage, dude. It was like a straight up sausage that was purely red, and they thought it was hilarious to give it to me. Like, here you go, Saber. Try this. Try this sausage that's fucking red. Yeah, whatever. No, like I'm telling you, dude. It was like a giant, like a fucking, like, here, let me chop it up for you. And they're like, here you go. Still, disgusting. I've also had, what's it called? What's that nasty shit? Vegemite? I think it was called Vegemite. That disgusting shit ruined my fucking life. Oh my god. I don't know how the fuck people can eat that. And she was like, oh no, it's really good if you put butter. Marmite? No. Vegemite. It was like it's a fucking tar with like, it was thick as shit, right? And it was like it's the same. Yeah. It's the same thing. Different names. Right. So, I had the Vegemite variant, right? Ruined my life. I nearly threw up on the floor. Oh my god, fuck. Anyway, So yeah, basically, same maker, literally just localized names. That's stupid as fuck. Apparently Vegemite is like bottom of the barrel scrape shit. I don't fucking know. I don't care. It's disgusting as fuck. Now, what are the good parts about it? Wrong side of the road. They use weird light fixtures. No, stoplights. That's what I meant. Stoplights. It's weird as fuck. And then here, and now it gets good. About 2.5 months later, I get a message from the visa government. I think it's Australian government. Whatever I got the visa from. Something American. I need to renew it. I need to renew my visa, right? I'm like, fuck it. Why not, you know? No spoilers! Don't, hey, Viking, don't you spoil. So, I'm like, oh shit, my visa's gonna expire because I only got the 3 months visitor visa. Why not renew it, right? So I renew it. Because I didn't have any money. I had help from my ex's grandma. Yeah, fucking Viking, don't spoil it! Don't spoil the story! Anyway. It gets better. So I renew it with the help of my ex's grandma. I think it was about like $200. Whatever. Anyway, so I get it renewed, right? When did I tell you? You know what? I'm not gonna ask. Nope, I'm good. So I renew it. I get it approved. Okay, good. I got 3 more months. I got 3 more months to hang out with my... I don't remember at all. I will hang out with my current relationship ex in the future. Anyway, you're drunk. That's probably explained it. Now, so I renew it. I was in love. We spent our 1-year anniversary there. We had a big old thing. And then fighting happened. We were arguing more. She accused me of a bunch of random shit. I had to lie to get out of the argument. Keep in mind, like I said, you guys hold hands. Yeah, it was gross. Again, 18 and dumb. Keep this in mind. Don't you forget what I'm about to say. I was 18, I was in love, and it was dumb. So I lied a lot. I lied to get... I had to get away with a lot of shit. I lied about liking anime. I lied about if I didn't see certain things. I had a lot of Aussie germs. I lied about I had to lie to get my way out of shit because she would accuse me of the most random shit, and no matter what I said, she didn't believe me. That's my biggest regret. I lied so many times. It was so shitty how many times I fucking lied. That's besides the point. I know, Water. I lied through my fucking teeth to make sure she didn't believe that I liked anime, dude. I was fucking fuming. I was obsessed with anime when I was 14? And I was 18. I was really still into it. I was watching Death Note. This sounds like my last. It's so bad. Let me tell you, dude. I lied through my fucking teeth about everything just so she liked me. I've learned to never do that again. Anyway, from the very beginning, dude, she said, "Oh, you better not like anime. You better not like anime." I was like, "Okay, I don't." Look at me now. I'm a fucking furry on VR chat. Look at me now, bitch. Watching Death Note on the toilet. I kind of was. I had to hide the fact. Young you disappoints me entirely, dude. I've grown up. Now like I said, I'm a furry on VR chat. I've really grown up. I really fucking plummeted, right? I really went up high. Now, Water, look at me, dude. Pretty much I've not taken this off the whole time since I found it, dude. He's better and a furry. Anyway, new me, well, the real me is a lot better. Viking did kind of push the envelope of me being a furry, but whatever. Anyway, okay, so I was lying about a lot of shit. I wouldn't say it's your fault. You really kind of helped me to be one. Anyway, whatever. That's not the point. It's not the point. I lied a lot. I lied about who I was. I had no idea who I was when I was in Australia. I lied through all that shit. Exactly. And I thank Viking for that. You did push me to become a fucking huge furry, you know. yeah, you did crack the egg on it. Now I'm an omelet. Don't take that out of context. Alright, let's rewind back, right? So, I lied about liking anime. I lied about, like, all sorts of shit. It was, like, the most random shit, and I lied about it. Like, there was... I had, like, 2 friends when I dropped out of high school. I have a GED, by the way. I dropped out of high school. I hung out with 2 friends. She didn't like them. I wonder why. I'm still wondering why. And she was like, "Are you still hanging out with them? Are you still hanging out with them?" I was like, "No." I put no as I'm at one of my friends' houses. Like, I was a piece of shit back then, right? So I lied about a lot of things. I still made it to Australia with the chick I lied to, and the pieces are starting to set in, right? So the puzzle pieces were setting in. And she's catching on, right? Oh my god, it's free fall! Hi, buddy! It's good to see you, buddy. I'm explaining why I'm a piece of shit because of my ex accused me of everything. Hi, buddy! So, I lied about a lot of shit. She's catching on. Puzzle pieces start falling. But I'm also fighting back, too. Because she also lied about a lot of shit as well. And I caught on faster than her. Which is nothing to be proud of. I cannot stress this enough. I'm not proud of any of this, what I'm going to say. Right? So, she sends me a photo of herself, and so do I. Nothing explicit, right? To be honest, if your partner is trying to get you out to drop people because they don't like, right? Dude, exactly, fucking, dude. You and I are on the same fucking wavelength. Check this shit out. She didn't like the fact that I hung out with 2 of my buddies who have hung out since I was a freshman in high school. She's like, "No, I don't like him. I don't like you. You should stop hanging out with him." But this bitch hung out with a bunch of other of her fucking friends after I told her they're treating you like shit. And you should get away from them. She's like, "No, they're my friends." It's so dumb. I fucking hate the fact that I dropped 2 of my good buddies over some Australian bitch that I haven't even flown there yet. The other thing isn't like if they're mean to you. They were not. They were not. They were encouraging me going to that fucking country for her. I explain that, dude. Anyway, it was dumb. It was so fucking stupid. All right. They did. I told them everything about her, and they're like, "Oh my god, you met the one. Go there. They're the reason I was there." And they're like, and she was like, "Nah, I don't like him. I don't like him." Are you fucking serious, dude? But let's step back now. They're the same age I was. They're just as stupid as I was. The problem was, she was the problem. Anyway, all right, let's dial it back. Let's rewind. I lied about a bunch of shit. So did she. I caught on. She caught on. We were just, it turned into a competition, right? It turned into god damn it. It turned into a who lied better than who, right? We fought about it. "I don't like anime, babe." "No, you do. You like anime. Look at this shit." Keep in mind, when I got an iPad and I backed up my old iPhone, again, 10 years ago, it saved all my photos of anime girls I liked. You know, nothing, hang on, nothing explicit. It was just like a couple photos of like anime girls I liked before I met Saber. Before I found out who Artorio was, they were just, you know, like let's see, like Bleach characters. What was 10 years ago? Angel Beats, you know, really nice. Exactly, Viking. I really should not be a competition. It turned out to be a lying competition. Explain that shit. Yeah, teasing, yes. Teasing, all for it. I love teasing. Like, haha, you suck. And no, anyway, whatever. So it should be wholesome. Exactly. check the shit out. Watch this. She found out I had a, what was that app called? Dropbox. I saved all my photos because I'm like, wow, these are really cute girls, right? Take it kinky. Hey now, hey, you stay wholesome, Viking. Don't make me delete messages. No, I'm just kidding. So I saved shit from my old phone to an iPad because I didn't need a phone anymore because I was in Australia. So I bought an iPad. I brought it with me. That's how we stayed connected and all that. So she finds the Dropbox. I never deleted it. And she fucking, outline competition, you should have been prepared after watching Death Note on the toilet. Okay. Let's step back. Here's how I got away with it very easily. So, I don't know if you guys are young enough, but remember when track phone was a thing? And you had limited minutes and calls and texting and all that shit? Over in Australia, they have kind of the same thing where they have like limited internet access through a prepaid card. Which I never understood it. Even when I went there, I was confused. Unless the partner is a hobby harming them, why the fuck does that matter? I will say that for later on. Let me put a pin on that. Okay, so she had unlimited internet, and we couldn't talk all the time. She was only allowed to talk to me when she had the internet through a prepaid card. So whenever it ran out, we couldn't talk. I had Wi-Fi, so I had unlimited access. Anyway, so whenever she ran out of minutes, I just pop in Death Note. Like, yeah, no, babe, anime is so bad. Oh, you're gone? Let me finish this episode. Like furry, chill, sports, chill, anything chill, unless they're getting hurt, or, yeah, exactly. There is a fine line that should not be crossed. Anyway, let's wind back now. So, yeah, I lied about liking anime, which I was like, no, babe, fuck, I hate anime. So, okay, so I was sleeping one time in her bed, and she went through my iPad, dude. She went through my iPad to find it. Right? Fucking weird, dude. That's what I said when my wife told me to stop drinking and driving. Joking, I'm forever alone. I say my wife all the time. Like, my wife said this. Anyway, she went through my whole iPad when I was sleeping, found my Dropbox, and woke me up by throwing my iPad at me. Not on my face, but enough to wake me up. So I had to lie to get out of that. The music's not helping. I lied through my fucking teeth, dude. That's also a massive red flag. Exactly, dude. You have no idea how big of a crazy bitch she was. So, she goes through my iPad. She throws it. She throws it at me. I wake up like you're looking for someone, and exactly, she never trusted me. Vice versa. I never trusted her. She lied through her teeth. I'm going to explain my story first. This song's not helping. Shut up. I'm going to explain my side of how I lied first. And then I'll explain her side. It's much worse. So I woke up to I'd thrown an iPad at me. And she fucking like, why do you have this? Why is there anime on your iPad? You don't like anime. And I'm like, no, babe. Oh, I'm saving it for a friend of mine who I haven't been friends in a while. Anime is not bad. Just to throw shit at each other. I'm telling you, she's a crazy bitch. Keep in mind, this was 10 years ago. So my iPad hurts my leg, blah, blah, blah. So she's like, why do you have this? And I'm like, a friend of mine didn't have enough storage for his stuff, so he gave me, how do I put it? He gave me his photos for me to save to access later. Right? This is fucking CP or shit. Exactly. I just said anime chicks on mine, dude. Like, I don't get it. It was so dumb how she did all that. But it doesn't justify the fact that I lied. I'll take full responsibility for how much I lied about it. So that was my lie. I'm saving it for someone I haven't spoken to in a while. And she believed it. I'm never proud of that. I'm never going to be proud of that. That will haunt me for the rest of my life, right? And, yeah. Uh, I'm not really gonna say what she lied about because it's a lot more dark and a lot more awful than mine. But she lied about some crazy shit. Now, so I lied through my teeth. I did all this shit. She believes me. Everything's going good again. But it was just after that, dude. It was a week after I got there. She went through my shit. I was stuck. It turned from me living with her to me being stuck with her. Like, oh my god, dude. It was insane how scary that shit was. And then I was like, I wonder what she would think now. I don't fucking know. I don't give a shit. I hope she sees this. I doubt she'll ever see it, though, because look at me. Plus, that was a decade ago. I really don't think she's going to be like, I wonder how Saber's doing. I fucking, So, let's see. So that happened. We made up. We also hung out. Not hung out. Lived with each other for a while. Okay. So, I renewed my visa for 3 more months. It got approved. I said, great. I can hang out with her for 3 more months, and I can renew it again for a year. Because it's like every 3 months, you got to renew it. And it, whatever. I don't know how many Saber's doing is a massive weeb and a new furry. Yeah, I kind of fell off the deep end. But I'm happy. I'm glad that I'm who I am. After 10 years of fucking... Ugh. Anyway. So, I get approved. We spend the 1-year anniversary together. We have a big old picnic. Oh, picnic. Because it's so cute. Oh my god, a 1 year. That part I liked. I like that part. Falling off the deep or just enjoying things you like. Enjoying things I like. Because like I said, I haven't taken this off the whole time since I found it. I think, Viking, you were there when I found this avatar. Yeah, you and I were chilling at the fucking avatar finding thing, and I found this. Yeah, exactly. I haven't taken this off since. You know? Anyway. Your fault. Yeah. So, I get it approved. You did it once. Oh, that's for SNN. That's different. That was for my talk show. Which, technically, this is kind of a talk show. Exactly. Like, I felt weird not being in this avatar. I love this avatar. It's a bunch of cool shit. So, her and I hung out for much longer, and then the visa was going to expire again. Because the 3 months showed up. And, okay, cool, let's renew it. Let's renew it one more time. No Miku anymore, just purr meow. Hey, man, if I do this, I start purring. It's so fucking cringe. And if I do this, I hiss. Explain that. Anyway. Alright, let's go back to 3 months go by. We arguing more and more, you know. More cat sounds. I don't know what else to whatever. I think that's it, honestly. I think that's like the only 2 things I know. Yeah. Anyway, I can whatever, shut up. Okay. So the 3 months are about to expire because I thought, wow, that's cool. I got renewed again. Let's go renew it one more time because I can do it up to a year. So I thought. So after that, we go through the process of doing it, fill out all the applications of why I should stay and all that good shit. Right? And it got declined. The application got declined. I thought, what the fuck? Why did it get declined? I thought I was good for a year, man. What the fuck? So, it said under the very bottom, make sure you contact the Australian Immigration Office for more information. Viking, don't spoil it. Not Viking, excuse me. Water, don't spoil it, Water. I'll ban you. I'm just kidding. You're a mod. I can't ban a mod. He didn't lie anymore. I'll explain why I agree with that. So, it got expired. No. The visa got declined. I go to Melbourne, or Melbourne if you're a fucking American like I am. Fucking land of the free, bitch. So, I go to Melbourne. Took a train there. I went to immigration place. It was hard as fuck. And I'm like, I'm here. Why'd you decline me? And the bitch said, your visa's been expired for a month. I was like, no, wait, whoa, I got it approved. It said approved. Here's the proof. Said the great red, white, and blue, bitch. Yeah, bro, fucking American. So she was no, and then the chick from the counter was like, no, you've been expired for a month. What are you doing here? I'm like, whoa, hang on, whoa, wait a minute. No, the only American thing is the great red, white, and blue. You fucking ripped us off. Wait a minute. We ripped you off and we made it better. The greatest fucking country ever made. Anyway, so they declined me. And I'm like, whoa, what's up? And they're like, hey, when are you going to get home? You can go now, bye. Oh, I love this song. I was like, whoa, here's the proof. Here's all the documentation. What the fuck? And she said, yeah, you only got approved for 1 more month, not 3. My mind was fucking blown when that happened. I was scared as shit. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Why? And she was like, well, the government approves whether or not you should stay longer based on blah, 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 blah. I'm like, whatever, dude. I didn't even see the ex anymore. She ran off, started crying in the hallway, which still kills me. So like, all right, I'm illegal here. Now what? And they're like, you go to your U.S. embassy and figure out what the fuck is going on. Fun fact: America has a U.S. embassy in Australia. It was fucking cool. I was the proudest American there. It was so fucking cool, dude. I'd go there, the fucking American flags all over the place. I'm like, oh, I'm home. So, I get my bags checked. I got my documents scanned through. And my ex and her mom came with me that time. But they couldn't go with me inside because they were in a fucking America, baby. Fuck yeah, dude. It was so cool. Exactly. There's a U.S. embassy in a shit ton of countries. Goddamn right there is. Fucking best country ever. Oh my god. Anyway. They had to stay behind. I was able to go in, obviously. And they're like, alright. Why are you here if you have your shit expired? London has all the embassies for other countries. Yeah, because London's a whore. Anyway. They're like, what are you doing here? Why are you here illegally, dude? Like, come on, let's be real here. Why are you here? And I'm like, well, I kind of spent all my money. And I thought I planned it better by being a visitor here. I put a visitor visa on a fucking... And they expected me to be like, all right, bye. No. I spent all my money there. I was a broke bitch being illegal in a country for the first time. It was really cool. I would recommend it. I would not recommend it. So they're like, all right. Let's be real here. How much money do you have for a ticket back? And I'm like, none? And they're like, what the fuck? All right, you know what? We're going to give you 2 weeks. We're going to give you a 2-week temporary visa to get your shit in order so you can get the fuck out of here. I'm like, okay, cool, okay. So I go back to my ex's place. We try to explain everything to everybody, like, hey, I'm illegal, ha ha ha. And they're like, well, it's not that hard to smuggle people here. I'm like, no, let's be fucking real here. Let's be realistic. I really don't want to be an illegal illegally. That makes sense? I want to do it right. For my love of my life, I gotta do it right. Oh my god. Fun fact, I'm glad I left. So, 2 weeks go by, we go back to the immigration place. I'm like, hey, still a broke bitch. Haha. You look at the can't come back. Exactly. And I was like, haha, whoopsies, I'm still broke. And they're like, do you have any family members who are rich enough to buy a ticket? And I'm like, no, they're not, which is not a lie. So they're like, all right, we'll give you 2 more weeks. Figure your shit out. Get the fuck out of my country, dude. What the fuck, man? I'm like, haha, oopsies. So I go back to the embassy. Same shit. Like, hey, what the fuck are you doing here? And I'm like, oh, haha, I'm still broke. Alright, whatever. I'll prove your 2 weeks. Figure shit out and leave. I'm like, whatever. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Why not? Well, fuck, I'll be illegal here. I've come to terms with it. So 2 weeks more go by, playing back and forth for a while. And then the U.S. Embassy had it, dude. They're like, you're still here. What are you doing? And I'm like, oh, oopsies. I'm still broke. My family members won't, what's the word? Broke. Can't work to get money in a country you can't work in, but you're stuck in. Exactly. I was so broke, I couldn't even get a job. My ex didn't get a job. The mom of the ex didn't have a job. So I was legitimately stuck for like 3 months. Like for context, I got declined, and then 3 months later, nothing. Like no money came in, nothing. So my country, oh, my red, white, and blue bitch, we're like, all right, I'm tired of seeing you. Our treasury, from our government, will pay a ticket for a whole ass plane ticket to you, to give you to get the fuck out of here. I'm like, done. Cool. I can't agree more. Fuck yeah, dude. Because I can't pay for it. But back by the time that happened, her and I were very in a very rough patch. They should have done that at the start. You know, they should have, but they wanted to give me some hope. As in, like, you know, maybe I have no money to get back. Anyway, so the U.S., my country paid for me, or my government, not my country. My government paid for me to fucking leave their country to go back to mine. That's what be like 0.1 of the U.S. Treasury. I know. I love my country, but my government fucking sucks. But it's like, that's cool as fuck. Like, they won't like throw you in jail or some shit. They'll just be like, all right, let me write off a check. Come back to me. Come back to me. And I'm like, okay, I love my country. So 2 weeks from me getting the ticket till now, it was like the vibe, and it just this vibe shifted. It was like very quiet all the time. We didn't argue at all. It was kind of like dreary in a way. So I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. Why would she not be sad about it? Just dead. Just bang. It was weird. But the song sucks ass. Get away from me. It was gone in the process, pretty much. So, the last time I was in that country, her and I couldn't even sleep. We were kind of like trying to have a game plan of like, hey, I'll go to my country, you come with. Keep that in mind. I'm like, hey, I can get a job. I'm, you know, legal to work in my own country. Let me get a job. Let me do all this. Let me do all that. And you can come with. You know. Viking, don't you spoil it. So I go to my country. I got deported. I got a slap on a wrist for 3 years, which was hilarious. Like, you're not allowed in my country for 3 years. I'm like, whatever. I'm not going to plan on going back anyway. So after that, I'm back. I call my cousin, who would sit over there. Kind of missed the guy. I'm like, hey, I'm getting deported. Can I live with you? And he's like, oh, okay. So anyway, so I get deported, all that good shit. When Godzilla was hopping around Tokyo with a big playground. Yeah. That's what happened. Exactly what happened. Godzilla decided to show up. So I get deported, all the good shit. I tell her goodbye. It was kind of depressing. But I was fucking skipping my way to that fucking airplane. Fuck yeah, dude. I was so done with that fucking relationship. We fought so many times, dude. It was miserable living there at the end. We fought constantly. She would accuse me of everything. She would accuse me of cheating while I was there. I don't get it. Ultimate Showdown? Oh. Yeah. That's an old ass song. How damn, that's old as fuck. It's the ultimate showdown. Yes, that's a great song by the way. Like I don't understand what all the accusing and all the bullshit happened while I was there. Explain that. It was oh my god. Oh my god. I was so fucking fed up, dude. I was excited to leave. That's how bad the relationship has gotten. It was so sour at the end. I don't understand how I could cheat while I'm in the same bed with her and we never went anywhere. Explain that. Oh my god. Anyway, so I get deported. I'm back in my home country. Everything's going great. The fucking I'm living in a fucking living room, right? Insecure. Yeah, she was. Oh my god. She would accuse me of everything, dude. It was fucking insane. Like, hey, have you dated anyone other than me? I was like, yes, bitch. God damn. That was years ago. Anyway. So, her and I fought all the time. She accused me of everything. Blah, 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 right? And then she comes up with the fun story of like, hey, like this before I went to Australia. Like, I hung out with one of my exes, but we only hugged about it. We only hugged at the end because I told her, I told him, I like you more. I love you more. Blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, right, bitch. I don't believe you for a fucking second, but sure. I love you anyway, right? God, the shit she pulled. Alright, so, alright, let's fast forward back to where I was living in my cousin's bedroom. No, excuse me. Living room. And it was just, oh my god, it was so shitty. Like, his roommate was a fucking asshole. I couldn't stand him. What else? I had no privacy. I had nothing private to do. Like, I couldn't even change in the living room. I had to go to the bathroom. Anyway, so her and I started talking to Skype again. It's like good old times. Her and I would Skype constantly, like, oh, how you feeling back there? And I'm like, I wish I was back in the country with you. I miss sleeping next to you. And so I get a job, and I had the same job, but in a different store, right? So I'm back on my feet. I'm getting a job. I bought a skateboard so I can go from A to B and then B to A. It was nice. And then his fucking roommate just kept pushing and pushing and pushing. I couldn't stand the motherfucker. So I'm like, you know what? Let me get a place of my own, and I won't tell anyone. And that happened. I was like, you know what? I'm going to get my own one-bedroom place. It was nice. It was cheap. It was cool. I'm like, hey, I got my own place now. Why don't you, get a ticket and live with me? And she was like, oh, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. What about my family? I'm like, okay. I know what your family's like, and they... Whatever. Anyway, so I got my own place, skateboarding, making like fucking 13 an hour back when I did it. Oh my god, it was so shitty. So, what else? And then she just kept making excuses. Like I don't like the most random ass excuse to not be with me. Granted, I get it. Like family's everything. But you made a promise. Like you promised to follow me. I'll keep that in mind. So after that, we started arguing more and more and more. Like every time we fucking called, it was an argument. I was over it. Hey, we got cheap viewers. Thank you, Viking. Much appreciated. Thank you for banning that piece of shit. So we fought and fought and fought. We argued every single chance we got. She accused me more shit. Like, oh, you're back in your own country. Hope you don't find another girlfriend. Much appreciated, buddy. I'm like, no, I want to be with you. I went to a different country for you. And you do this to me? But I'm over now. Nice. Good job. Good job, buddy. I think I kind of proved that I want to be with you by flying to a different country for you, getting deported for you, getting my own place for you. and you don't want to return the fucking favor? Granted, I was very upset back at the time, but I'm good now. That was 10 years ago. And she's like, no, my family. That's the kind of proof of everything. Exactly. She didn't want to come with me. I made damn sure I got every fucking piece set in stone for her so she could land and live with me fucking perfectly. And she made excuses about it. Let's sink that in. That's the one thing I regret the most about it. Great song. I love the song. Alright. I did everything I could to make her whole fucking debacle perfect. Like, she didn't have to live with anybody. She didn't have to really find a job. I just wanted to be with her physically. Apparently, that ate her up too much. And she made excuse after excuse. She's like, no, my family has, like, all these problems I need to fix. I'm the middle child. I am the problem solver. Like, all this shit. Like, really? I get it. Your family's fucked up. I was there. But I'm trying to get you out of it. But no, God forbid I fucking try anything with her. I don't know. So, a couple months more go by. We argue more and more. The arguments were constant. And by the time fast forward, I quit the other job. I work for Coca-Cola now. I'm a merchandiser. I fill all the bottles up. Like, I spent my... Yeah, that probably didn't help her mental. She had to fix her family constantly. Exactly, dude. Viking, I'm telling you, their family was, like... They enjoyed the problems they had. They had constant fucking problems, and they expected her to fix them. Which I get. I get it. She didn't want to leave because if she left, the family would have imploded on each other. I've seen it happen. I'm not going to tell you any details about it, but fuck, dude. I at the time, I was pissed. Which probably reflected in projecting... Oh, Viking. We're on the same wavelength again. You're making more sense than I do. It reflected a lot and projected onto our relationship constantly because she would talk about her family. I'd be like, wow, that's fucking crazy. You should, like, either fix it or leave because if you don't, it'll get worse. And she's like, no, I can fix it. I can fix everything. Granted, she tried. I cannot stress that enough. She tried her damnedest. Nah, see, you and I, fucking, we've been through some shit. Her and I can relate to that. At the time, my mother still is a piece of shit. But their family dynamic was fucked up, so I can relate in some way, right? So, I had everything set up for her. I got a job. I did all this shit. I pushed myself. Enjoying the tea, and I'm not talking about when I was drinking earlier. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is not really your typical SNN episode. But I've been in a mopey shithole for like a few days. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to explain why I'm like this. This is peak. I'm telling you, I love this story to death. Because it explains how stupid I was to where I'm at now. This is a big growth story. I love the story. So, her and I were fighting and constantly arguing. It never fucking ended. It was great. It was great that I was in this shithole. I did everything for her. Which is a very cliched thing to say. But when I tell you, I did all that shit just for her to be with me. I had a fucking whiteboard of plans and like a steps and shit. Mental health and expression helps and use your space for it. Damn right. I love the story. I can fucking... Yeah, damn right, buddy. I appreciate you, Viking. I haven't told this depth of this story in years. I love this. So, I'm alone. We Skype constantly. I bought Wi-Fi. I bought a bike. Dude, I didn't have a car. I didn't buy a fucking car, dude. And I supported all that shit. I had to go to, like, some, like, random ass... What was it called? I can't remember the name of it. It was like a Wi-Fi internet store. I rode my bike there, got Wi-Fi, went back, figured out, you know, I knew it was like this, but that's different. Yeah, you're right, buddy. Like, I'm telling you, I pushed my limits to be with this one girl when I was like 18, 19. I don't get it. Anyway, where was I? I got a job. I got all this shit for her. I fucking pushed myself. I got extra hours. Here's the thing. Okay. I spent my lunch breaks, right? I had one lunch break. I spent my lunch break leaving the grocery market I was at. This is before Coca-Cola. I went around and like another store that gave out free Wi-Fi, so I can connect my iPod Touch, to Skype with her. If that doesn't show what love was, I don't know what is. I spent all my time with her, and I still have I still have the iPod, dude. I still have the iPod Touch. I spent my last dime when I first moved back to America to buy it. Oh no, I am. It's still I can still use it. It's just very old. Anyway, so I'm telling you, I went to a fucking like phone provider store. It is a relic. They gave out free Wi-Fi so I could Skype with her on my lunch break. Explain that. Whatever. Anyway. Now, I did all that shit for her. I didn't want to live by myself. I was alone all the time, which I am now. I still have my DS. Damn. I still have my DS in a while. They're a lot older than most people, and that's in school anyway. Now, what else? Still has power. Those fucking things are immortal. I love DSs. I'm gonna buy one really soon. This is the shit I did for her. I'm trying to go back in the far back of my mind to remember some of this shit. I got all that shit ready for her to move in. Like, I didn't have a whiteboard, right? I had like whiteboard tape. I stuck to a door, my front door, and Skype with her. Like, hey, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. We're playing the 10 Dogs and Hot Wheels. I miss the 10 Dogs. The 10 Dogs was a really good game back in the day. I was ready for her to move in. I was like, hey, I got all this shit for you, so you can come in and live with me. Because we love each other, right? We love each other. We wouldn't do anything stupid. I mean, I skateboarded to work. My 10 Dogs are older than they're probably dead. The 10 Dogs are immortal. Ah, man. Song's kind of fitting for this. Just the amount of effort I put into a one-sided relationship will haunt me for the rest of my life. I've never tried this hard for a chick in my life, which is saying a lot because I don't really have a lot. I have a lot of chicks in my life. Like I said, I was so set on her being the one. And I was 18, 19 when that happened. I don't fucking, you know? But it's just like, why? Why did I put so much effort into something that was going to fail eventually? The shit I did. The shit that I don't think a lot of people could do. Name another person who would go to a different country for another person. A country, let alone a town, or down the street. And I went to a different hemisphere. But it was one-sided. It was always one-sided. I never realized until many years later. Because it was what you wanted at the time and you build on it. It's something that will haunt me for the rest of my life. It's what I've always wanted to have, was a real relationship. I thought that was it. I was ready. I was ready. I tried and tried, but the lying and the other shit I pulled couldn't work. It was just a build-up for the inevitable explosion of what the relationship ended like. It hurts. It still hurts. 10 years later. 10 years ago, I did this. But the best is will be at the last. So I'm trying to convince her to move in with me. I'm trying to be like, hey, your family can live without you. You know, we can still hang out. That's what I did. Hang on. I always try to think of stuff like this as something that proves you more because you know all the issues and you build from it and improved. And you also learn and are able to empathize with people who had the same. Oh yeah, by all means, I love other people's relationships because it's just so unique. It's so cool to see other people's perspective. But my perspective is rather unique. I can't replicate it. I'll never be able to replicate the same thing again. I can't top what I did 10 years ago, which is probably another reason why I haven't thought about a relationship in so long. Because I can't show someone that much effort again. And it sucks. Because I can say like, oh my god, I'll give the world for you. I would take the moon and gift it to you. But I can't be like, hey, I'm moving to a different country for you. I would spend all my money and all the shit I would do just to replicate just a fraction of what I did back then. You can't replicate anything. It's practically impossible. I know. But if I ever get into a relationship and I say, hey, my past relationship ended poorly on top of the fact of me moving to a different country for them, I don't know how that would end. I don't know how that would begin. Oh fuck, getting drunk. It's like I topped. Set your boundaries. I know. I topped something that young of an age that I can replicate. It sucks. Which I haven't really. That's why I haven't really bothered with the relationship to begin with. But it's also very inappropriate to compare relationships with your past and your present. It's I don't like it, but it's something that I can't just wish away. If they respect you and care about you, they'll respect it. Yeah, but people this day and age are all about like the past and what people did and what they are doing. It's like I can't put it on a platter and be like, this is what I did. Haha, just, like me. I don't know. Anyway, let's go back to the story. So, like about a year later after I moved back to my country. Well, not always comparing relationships can be good to go. Like my communication was shit. I didn't want to do that again. Exactly. Dude, me and my ex's communication was fucking dog water. And that's saying like a Gen Z perspective. It was bullshit on how poor our communication was, but that's later on. So, a year later after I come back to my country, yes, gross people. I know. Fuck yeah, woo! Now, anyway. Shut up. I love you, but shut up. So, about a year later, after I moved back to my country, I got my own place, I got evicted because I couldn't afford it anymore. I told her that. And she was pissed for some reason. She's like, why would that happen? Why would you be fucking able to get evicted? Like, I won't be able to move now. And I'm like, really? The whole time I was fucking here, you decided to now move? Yeah, makes sense, bitch. So, I had to move back to my cousin. He got his own little house that I had to live in, which was, shocker, back into his other living room. So that was fun. So I'm like 20, 21, in another fucking living room. And I'm like, I don't see us doing anything to fix this. Like, you don't want to come here. I'm stuck here. But let's wait it out. That's what we always have to fucking say. Wait it out. Why not? Let's see what happens. And I'm like, all right, whatever. Let's wait it out. So I quit one job, move job, go to Coca-Cola. I'm making pretty good money. I get my own car. I'm thinking about moving out again. And we just start arguing again, like, hey, I'm going to move out again. Let's try again and have you come here. And she's like, no, why? I don't want to. My family's here. My mom's here. My other siblings are here. I'm like, I get it, but fuck, man. I thought it was us. Us against the world, remember? And she's like, no, my family. I'm like, all right, I'm going to be patient. And wait it out. I'm going to see why. Go from there. But she fucking was just stuck in her ways. The mom and her siblings were fighting constantly. She had to intervene constantly. I had to intervene when I was living there because it was so bad because the mom and another sibling would fight all the time. So I had to intervene. And she was like, no, I can't. If I leave, it'll get worse. I'm like, I get it. But you promised to follow me. It's been a year. And you haven't held your promise at all. And she's like, no, I will. Let's just give it more time. Just figure the shit out first. I'm like, all right. Okay. All right. So 6 months later, I'm still working for Coca-Cola. I'm making great money. I have my own car still. And we just argue again. It wouldn't end. Every Skype call was an argument. I had to pull the trigger. I had to pull the trigger to break up. 4 years in that relationship turned into a fucking Skype call. Me saying I'm done and blocking her. I pulled the trigger. Still kills me to this day, to be honest. Doing that to someone you love that much haunts me. And another reason why I just can't get into a relationship. So, after I do that, it feels shitty. It is the worst thing you could ever do for someone who has been by your side for 4 years. Years. Like, you can't just do that. Anyway, so I said I'm done. I'm blocking you. Well, I'm tired. This is where it gets bad. Oh, fuck. 10 years later, I'm still hung up on it. So, this song is not fitting. Now, you instantly regret it, but you know, you can't take it back, and you just have to just let it happen. Keep in mind, Viking, that's what I did. I did that. I said, fuck it, I'm done. I'm done with her. I'm fucking tired of the arguments and the fighting and all that shit, right? Shut up. You know what? I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna pause the music because this is where it gets serious. I'm done. We're done. I'm tired. We're broken up. I'm over it, is what I said. She just said, okay. Okay. Why not? Do it anyway. I dare you to do it. I'm like, yeah? Yeah? Block. Block, 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 right? About a day later, I'm hung up on just the fact that I'm so, like, regretting it. I'm, like, so full of regret. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I did that to the love of my life. The one I gave her a promise ring when I was there. The one that I was going to marry. I'm like, alright, let's see what happens. Let's unblock her. I'm expecting messages. My Kik or my Skype is going to blow up any second now. And nothing. Not a single message, not a missed call, nothing. And I'm like, whoa. Okay. Maybe because I blocked her, I didn't get any of the messages. I'm like, okay, whoa. Let me send a message, and then all the messages will blow up. Why not? The silence is very deafening. It hurts. You realize that, oh shit, maybe she's just as done as I was. I message her on Skype, like, hey, how you doing? What's up? Nothing. Oh, and then I'm like, okay, maybe her internet is done, right? Something I haven't said, I haven't told anyone during this whole story was there's a thing on Skype where you could straight up call someone, like legitimately call, not like a Skype call, like call their number and talk to them. I spent $20 a month, get unlimited talking, and I'm like, okay, maybe she doesn't have internet. I'll just call her. Call her up, ring. Nothing. Call her again. And then she picks up. Hey. I'm like, okay. I'm sorry for blocking you. I was angry. It was stressful at work. All this good shit. And she's like, okay, I know, I get it. Are we really broken up though? I'm like, no, we're not. I was just angry. And she's like, well, I'm broken up. No, you're not. No. There's no way. My anger led to us really breaking up. We were always angry. We were always arguing. What's the difference? What's the difference? Tell me the difference. She's like, no. I thought about this for a while. There's many reasons why I wasn't gonna move to the same country for you. And the fact that you still are calling me after all of that just pisses me off. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Is this what I think it is? Is this really happening? She was like, maybe. You know, I thought about it for a while, and I'm done. I just need you to be done so I could be okay with it. The fact, as soon as she said that, I felt my cheeks just soaked, and my lap was just getting like I spilled water on myself. I didn't realize I was in hysteria. My breath was short. My lungs were just fucking tight. And it just, I can't remember. I can't remember what happened because I was just in pure hysteria, dude. It's happening and it's settling in. It's oh my god. Every second ticked. It drove me wild. It was scary how bad I got attached to a person, and it affected me so physically I could not breathe. I was drowning. I've never felt that bad ever. Over a chick I met on Skype 4 years ago. She was dating someone else. She broke up with him to be with me. I went to her country. I got banned for her. I spent all this money. I spent thousands of dollars to get my own place, to get a job. All this for nothing. All that effort, all that trials and tribulations. I need to stop pissing. All that effort for nothing. All because I said I want to block you for a day. Which I know it didn't happen. I said I want to break up. Which I get. You say things you don't mean when you care and that heated about something so trivial. It was a simple argument. Granted, I don't remember what the argument led to. But I was at work, Coca-Cola products in front of me. I was in the alley or aisle, excuse me. I was in the aisle. I remember so vividly. I picked up my phone. I said, I think I had my headphones on. I was like, I'm done with you. I'm breaking up with you. And I slammed the end call button. I pressed all these buttons. I fucking blocked her and everything. Skype and kick. Stop hissing. Sorry. I was like, I'm done. I'm gonna take a break from you. I'm tired of you. And then we fast forward to be like, yeah, I wanna break up with you. You wanna break up with me. Viking, this happened 10 years ago. I love the story. You're okay, buddy. I appreciate the hugs. You're okay. It still, granted, it still gets me, but I need to, it'd be fun. It's fun to talk about it. It's like a cool movie. I want to break up with you. Do you want to break up with me? I said, no. Whoa. We could fix this. I'm sorry for what I've done. I'm sorry for being mean. I'm sorry for arguing. I'm sorry for this. I'm sorry for that. She replies with, I know it's still emotional and something to be comforted. You're good, buddy. Fuck yeah, bro. I appreciate it, buddy. I'm like, no. I can fix this. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I could fix this. I could go back. I could go back to Australia. My ban has been lifted. I could save money. I could drop everything again. And she's like, no. I don't want that. I don't want any of this anymore. I'm tired. You leaving my country affected me that bad. And I don't know what I want to do anymore. We're both young, and I think this should be the end of it. I'm like, no. Whoa. Hang on. At this point, I can hear myself, but whatever comes out was just pure, it was, what's the word? You could see, like you couldn't understand me. Because the giant, just fucking thing in my throat, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. I was in hysteria. When I tell you I cried so hard in my life, incomprehensible, excuse me. Thank you, buddy. Incomprehensible. It was so incomprehensible. It was just crying. I was devastated. And her emotionless just stature, just everything, just all of it was just eye-opening. She wasn't sympathetic. She wasn't like, it's okay, don't cry. She's just silence. Pure silence. It was scary how dead she was. The shit I didn't know who that was when I argued and cried, and I was ugly crying. I was crying so loud. Granted, I was in my cousin's living room living with him at the time, and it was like fucking 4 or 5 in the morning. I was crying so loud. I was fucking on the ground. Granted, I had an air mattress, so I was pretty much on the ground anyway. But I was just rolling in my tears. I couldn't hear anymore because the tears went to my ears and just blocked everything. So whatever she said, I couldn't even comprehend what she was saying because I was crying so hard. But nothing. She didn't want any of it. She was tired. She was done. She was over it. I get it. Still get it. Arguing for that much time with no progression, it will lead to staleness and deterioration. But the weird part about it? You know what the weirdest part about the whole thing? Granted, there were many minor times I was able to have access to internet. And one of those times where my ex had a foster brother who granted, was pretty good. He was pretty well off financially. We hung out at his place a few times with unlimited Wi-Fi access, and he had a VR. He's the reason I have this, by the way. She showed me like VR shit, like, hey, look, here's this new thing, try it, and here I am. But he had Wi-Fi, which was very, now look at me, VR furry. Thanks, X's brother. So he had Wi-Fi. I was fucking all over it. That's where it originated from. I think so. Him showing me what VR can do is the reason I'm like this. I was hooked. I was obsessed with VR when I first started, dude. It was fucking insane. So we had Wi-Fi. I had a PS Vita. I'm pretty much tweaking. Yeah, I know. I had a PlayStation Vita. And before I left, I had some online buddies. May they find happiness wherever they're at. And I would message them like, hey, buddy, I'm still in Australia. We should play some games sometime. They cut me off. Anyway, here's the weird thing. Here's the weirdest thing. I need you to understand where what I'm going to say to you weirds me out. And I'll never know the outcome. So, her and I are on Wi-Fi. I'm playing VR games. I'm on all sorts of shit. I'm downloading new games on my iPad because that's all I was able to do video game-wise other than my PS3, which is the original I still have. It still haunts me, actually. Okay. So, she had her phone. Of course. She had her phone, and that's how her and I talked. It was the phone that, led me to come to her country. In some ways, I'm glad she never had glasses or wore glasses. Fuck, I'm starting to feel sick. So I didn't see the reflection. What she did was she would just have her phone this close. Like, here. That close to her face. Constantly, the whole time. And I never understood why. And I never understood how she would just let it be that close. And I'm like, hey, what are you watching? And then she'd be like, oh, no. She like, hey, what are you watching? She would like do this really quick and then be like, oh, it's just this. And it's like a YouTube video. And I'm like, you don't even have headphones on. How do you know? How are you watching this? She's like, oh, here's my theory. She found someone else while her and I were at her brother's house. I know that's a fucking Hail Mary. That is such a wild accusation. But what she did later explains everything, which will lead to me explaining why she did what she did. Throw me a bone here. It could be anything, right? How long have I been doing this? 1 hour and 45 minutes. God, this story will never end. So, fuck, I'm still sick again. I never knew what was on her phone, but she hid it that well. And she used my passion for VR as like this I can hide it better type of thing, Still haunts me to this day. Also, she went through mine, but I couldn't go through her phone. Explain that. Okay. She also had a laptop. See where I'm going with this? She also had a laptop, and her and I used to Skype through quite a while. But she had to stop because the laptop took too much of the internet her phone provided, and her mobile hotspot ate up too much, or whatever the fucking dumb excuse she had, right? One day, I open up the laptop and I'm like, hey, you have some music on it. Let's listen to what you like. And she's like, okay, give me a minute. So I'm sitting on the bed, my back to the wall, and then she had her laptop on her lap, facing me. Explain that. Explain that. Give me your best take on what she did to make sure I don't see it, but make sure it's safe enough for me to fucking have it. But that was like 2-3 weeks when I moved in, so could be anyone's guess. All right, fast forward, yada yada yada. I'm crying on the ground. I can't breathe. Everything hurts. She has cold, as she was the coldest I've ever seen her, heard her. Excuse me. I've ever heard her. Right? She was just in just pure, pretty much silence. She heard me cry. She heard me plead. She heard me do all this, and she was like, "Nope, nope, I'm good. Break up with me." Because she didn't want to feel the guilt of me, having her break up with me. She wanted me to do it for the second time. Granted, I was mad the first. She wants me to make it official on my second time. I'm like, okay, you know what? Why not? Fuck it. We are through. We are officially through. We're done. I'm done. It's over. Click. She hangs up. Okay, that was a little too easy. Why that happen? Why was that easy? Why did she do that? But knowing me, how much I was in love with her, I called her again and 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 again. Like I blew up her phone. Who made the call to leave, blows up her phone. What? She says. What do you want? We're through. What do you want? I'm like, why was that easy for you? Why was that so easy for you to just dump me? You broke up with me. I get that, but I didn't think it would actually happen. We been through all this. Why is it so easy for you to just drop everything? Oh, I've been planning this for a while. Yeah, she planned this for a while. I'm assuming ever since I left to go back to my country, she decided to drop me because she didn't want any responsibility to come follow me, right? That's what I think. I never got the answers. There's so many open-ended questions to this. I've thought about it for 10 years. So, we are broken up. I'm trying to deal with the fact that she said yes to us breaking up so easily. I thought she was in love with me. I thought we were in love. I thought that I gave her a ring. I promised all this. I went through hell. I went through customs. I went through multiple fucking embassy visits, immigration. I accepted my ban for you to follow me. And now she's like, yeah, okay. I've thought about this for a while. I thought she was just angry because it was pretty heated. Like, her and I argued so much that it was like normal. It got normal to fucking argue. It was, why? What do you mean my audio's gone? Alright. Let's figure out why it went gone, huh? Here. Let's do this. There we go. Okay. Must be a minor hiccup. Am I still good? It's back? Okay. That was weird. Nothing happened. So, where was I left off? Like, okay. So, she went through all this shit just to be so accepting of it. I never understood why she accepted our departure so easily. Probably because she didn't want to take responsibility, or she didn't want to follow me, or the family thing, which I believed, still believe. But it's just, what happened? What part did it just decide to go south? I still think that to this day. I still think that it's something that was bound to happen any second. Like two young idiots in love for the first time. Makes you think. Makes you drink about it. Makes you think that what could possibly have happened. I don't know. Hang on. I got messages. I don't. Anyway. You're good, Vikings. Nice to see you again. I'm sorry to leave, but I gotta log off for the night, but I completely get how you feel on that. You're good, buddy. It's nice seeing you, Viking. I don't know. It's fucking... It's something I still need to think about. But anyway, so not too much longer later, her and I are still talking. She already moved on. The vibes are off. The whole just deboggle. Everything just felt weird. It was off. She was like, "Oh, we broke up. Damn, shucks." You know, it's not something that you just walk away from without, you know, thinking about. You know, like it blows my mind how easily you can just drop someone because you're tired of them. 4 years in the making. Poof. Anyway, so that happened. Few months go by, question mark. I moved to Idaho. Idaho represent. Shit's going good. I got another job. To this day, I'm doing this job. Her and I told her specifically, when I move to this different state, I'm done talking to you. I'm going to cut all contact with you. It is something that I need to do to make myself better. I mean, she totally, you know, blew that aside, but it's, I don't know. She played me for a while now. She decided to, you know, keep me on her string or on her loop or where the fuck it's called. I don't know. Hang on. I can respond that later. So I said, no. I'm in Idaho. It's over. I'm not gonna do this with you. I don't care anymore. Fuck you, pretty much. I had to say fuck you to her. She kept me on a loop for a while. So here's the fucked up part. Not that much long later, she changed her, like, on Skype you can change your profile picture. It was always like, for me it was always like we had kind of matched the whole time, but I changed to something else because I've broken up with her, right? This bitch, this chick, my ex, decided to change into another profile pic of a dude, like some random ass dude, right? I'm like, whoa, 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 who's this? Who's this? Like, I get we're broken up, but like, what the fuck? And she's like, oh no, that's just a friend. That's just a friend. Really? It's just him on your whole profile picture. Granted, when her and I first started dating, we did the same thing on Kick while my friend was still in contact with her. So I got exactly what I deserved. Just in, I guess it's my turn to deal with it. So, okay. So no, it's just a friend, It's just some guy I'm talking to. Like, oh, it hasn't been that long since you've broken up. Why are you doing this already? She's like, oh no, I already moved on. What are you talking about? Like, no, that's not. I thought we were still trying to fix what we broke. Sorry. Trying to fix the camera. No, we're just talking. He's just a good friend of mine. Here's the fucked up part. Here's the fucked up part. I don't get why she did this. So we are still talking on Kick and Skype and all that shit. Like, we can change our name and our profile pic to whatever. It was like, I don't know, something my baby girl, or whatever fucking cringe it was. Hers, when we were broken up, toaster strudel. And it was a picture of a fucking toaster strudel. Like, wow, that's disgusting and very inappropriate. But sure, you do you. That's still fucks me up to this day. But yeah, it ended up poorly. Oh no, here's the crash landing. Here's when it got that bad. Here's why I said I'm done. So I was at work, being a HVAC installer, which I still am. I got a message on Discord because her and I exchange Discord names. But before that, we haven't talked in a while, so we're catching up, yada, yada, yada. She was like, oh, I switched this stream on Twitch. I'm like, no, that's alright. Kind of ironic. I hope she fucking sees this. No, I stream on Twitch, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, weird, okay. So, she sent me photos of herself again, and she's really pretty and all that good stuff, which is granted. Like, oh, that's okay. I don't know why you sent me that, but alright. Like, she's like using mind games. Because one of my favorite things that she did was send me photos of her, like selfies and all that. Made me happy. So she's using that shit on me. I guess she was trying to do that to even dampen the blow. I fucking. So yeah, I get a message from her. We're talking again, and she's like, "Hey, there's this guy I like, but I don't know what to say. Could you help me?" Oh man. Could you help me find someone else with me? But no, we're not dating or anything. Yeah, that fucked me up. Like, oh, 4 years down the drain for nothing, huh? So you can talk to someone else with my help? Okay, that makes sense. I said, no. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send how I would do it, because she asked. And then I'd send her, don't talk to me ever again. We're done. I have no reason to be with you anymore. It's over. I'm done. You fucking suck. And then I sign my name, and I send it. Wait for a minute so she gets it. And then block her and everything. Ugh. Yeah, I fucking called it quits. I had to do it twice. I had to break up with her 2 times. So yeah, that's what happened in the very end of that relationship. Granted, that was about 6 years ago. Yeah, about 6 years ago, I said, nope, you will not do this to me again. Blocked her 2 times. But yeah, I've been single ever since because of fear. You know? It was that bad that I had to isolate myself for all this time. I haven't been in a real relationship in that long. Anyway, the point of this whole thing was I did the same, pretty much kind of did the same thing again, but in different point of view. But now that this stream is 2 hours long, I think we're done. I'm done. From start to finish, I think I called it. I think 2 hours for a great story is long enough. Now I'm a furry who's in VR streaming about a bad relationship on a network that I'm making myself. This is SNN, baby. I had to Google, hey, do any other TV hosts do any of shit like this? And apparently Howard Stern is my closest bet, so I guess that's the closest I'll be, huh? But I don't know, I still think about her sometimes. Granted, she's a piece of shit, and I really don't like the fact that I spent all that time and effort for someone who didn't love me back. But young love, you know, puppy love, that's all that matters, right? Not when you do something like that, huh? I don't know, I might make this a VOD, I don't know. I might put in some effort. I really don't want to rewatch this. I might just make it a VOD and call it. I'm not gonna fucking edit anything because there's really nothing to edit other than me bitching about a relationship that was fucking years ago. But the part of the story was basically me saying that I still haven't really got over it, and this situation I was in made me feel like I was that old self years ago. And I guess I'll say it really quick. I guess I gotta explain why I'm even bringing this up in the first place. I'll keep it short. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm sober again. Friday, I got a number from, or no, Friday, someone got my number. And her and I started texting. I said, hey, we're both out of food. Let's go out and get a bite to eat that was on a Sunday. So from Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, she said yes, which was surprising because I didn't really expect her to say yes so fast, right? So this is me. This is like a few days ago, by the way. We're done with old me. So it happened around like 8:30 p.m. Her and I meet at the place we go to, and then I thought it clicked. Her and I talked for a while. She said a lot of stories about herself. I listened a lot. I said, I try to put my 2 cents in, right? And the date, I would love to call it a date. The date was 6 hours long. Till 2:30 in the morning. From 8 to 2, we were talking a little time. We're like, oh, fuck, we should go leave soon. And it was like 1 a.m. and we started talking again. It's like 2 a.m. Like, oh, shit, oops. We started talking again. Like, there were signs, right? Am I crazy? Like, if I explain the things her and I did, like, do you really think there were signs? Am I fucking crazy? This is what I wanted to stream about, by the way. Like, she played with her hair a lot. She was nervous. I was nervous a lot. I was hella nervous. Like, she or they're like no dead air at all. Like we talked the whole time. She laughed at everything I said. Well, there were jokes, but like, you know, she laughed a lot. She didn't want to leave, you know. Like I didn't want to leave either. We had to leave because it was getting busy at the place where we're at. So it was like, all right, it's 2:30. People are leaving to do because of whatever. Let's leave now and we'll hang out later. So I walk her to her car, you know. She explains how great the date was and how much she loved the fact that we stayed up that late. All sorts of shit. Like I thought that was a great connection. I like it made me feel like I'm old self again. But without the bad parts. You know, like I didn't lie about anything. I was truthful as all hell. Like I showed up in a anime. It was like the Apothecary Diaries shirt I had. You know, like it's not like I'm hiding the fact I'm like anime like the other chick I dated. And then we talked after the date. You know, like, and then the next day happened. We talked again. And then the next day, we talked again, but she was at work, so I didn't really bother. I left her alone because she was fucking working. And then I tell her good night, right? I tell her good night one day. And then the next morning, nothing. Nothing. No text message back. Nothing at all, you know? So I'm like, well, okay, maybe she's just busy. Maybe I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to fucking berate her with different text messages because that'd be inappropriate, and I'm not like that. Like, I've grown up from the last relationship. I'm safe. I'm cautious. And then nothing through the whole day. And then this morning, I'm like, hey, we haven't talked. You okay? And then nothing again. So I got ghosted, by the way. Like, am I crazy for thinking that it went well? Am I dumb for thinking that it went well? Am I naive? Am I out of the loop? Like all the signs were there, right? Am I stupid? Like that. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't think I did anything. I couldn't have done anything wrong, right? I don't know. It was a great story to tell. I love that story because it shows how stupid I was and how much I can grow over the time. But if I have that bad of a understanding of like what the room is, like I don't know how to read a room properly, I'm still the problem. You know? Like I don't think it ended bad. We talked the whole time. She laughed. She told me stories about her life. I added what I could have added. She was nervous. I was nervous. Am I in the wrong? Did I do it wrong? I don't know. I'm basically talking to one viewer. Who knows? I think it's water too. I don't even know. I think water left. The point of this was just me saying the shit I went through till today doesn't change a lot. I've grown up a bit, but it's, you know, I feel like nothing changed at all, huh? Anyway. Usually my streams last 2 hours, so let's end it now, right? Let's end it on that note, huh? I'm already tired.